Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, a two-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, the numbers for Pierce last week, 14 carries, 67 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing now is Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now left side on the swing pass. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think of.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. And that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You know, perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. He went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Jags, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
dances by him. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a couple. Another tote for Etienne.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Ridley was one of the game's brightest young stars in 2020. Hasn't played since early in the 2021 season. But Jacksonville made a low-cost move to bring him in and see if he can return to the game with the form he once had.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jalen Petrie with a tight coverage for the breakup. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Looking end zone for Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Etienne once more, and he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, a run with ETN.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Jags take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens. Like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10.
Woods, the receiver, in motion right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Stroud to throw it.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Stroud.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Forward run show Fatukasi.
Coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Breaks a tackle. 21-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on him, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Will Anderson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, Ridley has it. What a catch. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Stroud. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And Stroud now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now Stroud. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Calvin Ridley and the Jaguars back onto the field.
We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good.
Now 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
Here's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Will Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here's Stroud.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
Here goes Stroud again. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Again, it's Stroud.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. So nothing doing there. And it's 2nd and goal.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Stroud looking to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw again.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. It's the rookie, Anthony Richardson, with 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdown runs. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He lit up the skies with 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys were rolling in the early part of this football game.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better,
And I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep...
And now off to the races down the right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
A handoff for Etienne.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. And that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Hey, lion.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Lawrence.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Lawrence.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Stroud. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Will Anderson
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now out comes Houston.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mechie, the man in motion. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Caught by Woods.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
Now he's loose down the left sideline, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Here's ETN.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Caught left side by Mechie.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
ETN up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
On first down, here's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hey, 4 down. Hey, check back 30, go.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Let's go now. Liking 18. Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Woods. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
First and 10, it's Pierce. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Stroud. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. He'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Stroud caught on a slant. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Brevin Jordan.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Stroud out of the gun here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now here's Stroud on third down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Look at 19. Ready.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Mechie has it on the slant. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. A give to Etienne running right.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Jacksonville, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.